Hello everyone, welcome to another video of Comprehensive Biology Learning. Today we are dealing with lesson number 6.6.3, that is respiration. If you are new to this channel, please go and see all the videos so that you can establish a link in between all the life processes. So let's get started with the main concept. All the life processes are interrelated. हमने इससे पहले के वीडियोस में पढ़ा है कि हर ऑर्गेनिज्म को ज़िंदा रहने के लिए कुछ प्रोसेसेस की ज़रूरत होती है, जैसे कि न्यूट्रिशन, रेस्पिरेशन, एक्सक्रीशन, ट्रांसपोर्टेशन. ये सारे प्रोसेसेस एक दूसरे पर डिपेंड करते हैं. दे आर इंटर रिलेटेड विथ ईच अदर. इट मीन्स अगर कोई एक प्रोसेस ठीक से ना हो, सो ऑल द अदर प्रोसेसेस विल बी एडवर्सली अफेक्टेड. So if we start with respiration, we will find that respiration starts with nutrition. Nutrition is the process by which food is gained and broken down into simpler substances which can be absorbed by our cells. So when the food is converted into nutrients, one of the most useful nutrient for our energy is glucose. The source of energy or glucose is further broken down into energy in the form of ATP, that is adenosine triphosphate. So the process by which glucose is converted into energy is known as respiration. Respiration is a multi-step process. The first step is the formation of pyruvate from glucose. Pyruvate is a 3-carbon compound which undergoes many more changes finally to form energy in the form of ATP. There are two kinds of respiration, aerobic and anaerobic. Aerobic respiration occurs at a place where oxygen is present. It forms high amount of energy, and along with high amount of energy there are two byproducts which are formed, which are carbon dioxide and water. For example, human beings, when we respire, we break down the food into energy and we are able to make carbon dioxide and water along with it. But we can perform respiration only in the presence of oxygen. It means we are aerobic organisms. Anaerobic respiration takes place where oxygen is absent. It forms less amount of energy, and along with it the byproducts are alcohol and carbon dioxide. For example, yeast. Yeast respires on various food products to form energy and alcohol. This property of yeast is used in the process of fermentation. Okay, so in respiration, glucose is first broken into a 3-carbon atom compound which is known as pyruvate. Pyruvate is further converted into substances and energy. यहाँ पे substances क्या हैं? वही by products जो कि कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड होता है, वाटर हो सकता है, इट कैन बी अल्कोहल, और कभी कभी जब हमारे मसल्स रेस्पायर करते हैं इन द एब्सेंस ऑफ ऑक्सीजन, दे फॉर्म लैक्टिक एसिड, जिसकी वजह से हमारे मसल्स में क्रैम्प्स आते हैं बहुत ज़्यादा एक्सटेंसिव वर्कआउट या फिर एक्सरसाइज करने के बाद. Adenosine triphosphate is the energy currency of the cell. It is the chemical substance which stores energy. It stores energy equivalent to 30.5 kilojoules. Whenever the cell requires energy for any of the cellular processes, ATP is converted into ADP, adenosine diphosphate, and a single inorganic phosphate. This reaction produces large amount of energy which is utilized by the cell for its own functioning. Now, if we want to respire aerobically, the organism should be able to take in oxygen and also give out carbon dioxide. अलग अलग organisms में ये exchange अलग अलग parts से होता है. For example, plants exchange gases with the help of stomata. Unicellular organisms do it with their body surface. Fish does it with the gills. Frogs do it with skin and lungs because they are amphibians, and mammals exchange gases with the help of special organs known as lungs. If we talk about the transportation of oxygen and carbon dioxide in human body, we will find that this process It takes place in a system that is known as respiratory system. The respiratory system consists of lungs which act as suction organs for taking in oxygen and also releasing carbon dioxide into the air. अगर हम यहाँ पर इस मिनिएचर डायग्राम में देखें तो लंग्स के नीचे एक लेयर ऑफ मसल्स होता है. दैट लेयर ऑफ मसल्स इज नोन एज द डायाफ्राम. If we talk about breathing, breathing is the first step of respiration. अगर हमें फूड को ब्रेक करना है एनर्जी के लिए, so we need oxygen for that, and oxygen has to be taken in. The process by which air is taken in by an organism is known as inhalation, and the process by which air is removed out is known as exhalation. These two are the processes of breathing. Now, inhalation is the process in which the diaphragm moves down. अब अगर ये मस्कुलर लेयर नीचे की ओर खींचा जाए तो ऑब्वियसली लंग्स के पास ज़्यादा जगह होगी एक्सपैंड करने के लिए. So the chest cavity expands and the lungs become large in size. So the air comes in. Just the opposite occurs in exhalation. Here the diaphragm again moves up, जिसकी वजह से lungs compress हो जाएंगे, so उनका size छोटा हो जाएगा. The chest cavity will contract and the air which was filled inside the lung will be taken out. So the air which we inhale consists of oxygen and the air which we exhale consists of carbon dioxide, and in between what occurs is the process of respiration. We are going to discuss the process of respiration in detail in the upcoming video. Stay tuned. Thank you.